it's me, Kimberly. Glad to be back from a long hiatus from YouTube. But girl, your girl was going through it. And I decided, you know what, it's time to come back to YouTube. Come back to the YouTube family. Stop letting these people overstress you. Stop letting these people just do it. I just gotta do it. So I am back. The Lynch Chick is back. So what I want to talk about is what I've been going through. I've been going through a lot of anxiety, and I just want to share some of the things that I've been going through. So just to kind of get reacquainted with myself, my name is Kimberly. I'm married, and I do have a son who is 25. So why was I gone? Yes, anxiety, working, life was kicking me in the butt and it was winning. I hate to say that, but I'm on the right track now, and I believe that I'm going to be successful. So let's talk about anxiety and what is anxiety. Anxiety is worry, fear, tension, extreme physical symptoms like chest pain and all that. And it's caused by life. You know, many things can cause anxiety. Health concerns, a bad diagnosis, medication can cause anxiety. Caffeine, lots of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is my favorite, but it can get you going.
Negative thinking. Oh, just sad. Oh, I'm no good. Nobody loves me.
Many things can cause it. What I do to cope. I do a lot of things to cope, but let's talk about what my anxiety falls in. I would say I've been diagnosed with bipolar for about 7 years now. I think I've had it even longer than that. So yes, I suffer from bipolar, anxiety, PTSD. I even have a few others up there too. I'm not alone. So I got some other people up there kind of telling me what to do. And it can get overwhelming and it can get difficult. So I've had issues where I've even had to take my own life. I've had issues where I've become angry outbursts. I've been teary-eyed, crying all the time, and it showed at home and it also showed in my work. I get shaky, palpitations. Sometimes I feel like my throat is gonna close in. I cry, I get angry, I just lose all hope. I feel like I'm not needed in this world. I feel like people would be better without me because I feel like, hey, I caused this, so maybe if I wasn't here, I wouldn't cause this. But I had to stop thinking that way, and I had to get out of that. Even at this time, I'm still going through some things, but I have so many coping mechanisms that I use that I've saved up over the years through many therapy, counseling, group counseling that I've kept, and it's helping me. I just hate medication. I hate the way it makes me feel. I hate being controlled in that way. So I've decided to skip on all the medications that they put me on, and I try to use coping mechanisms that help me get over my anxieties and fears and just those days that are just not, they're blah. So what I do is I journal, and I love to journal. I've been journaling since I was actually 13. My teacher, her name was Miss Peoples at Gilcrease Middle School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I remember she said, we're going to journal every day and we're going to explain our thoughts. And I write and I write, and I was like, well, today wasn't a good day. I did this. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. So I kind of kept it going. I even bought my own diary. And I've been kind of keeping track of my life ever since. And I believe that's why I have a good memory, because I will go back at these diaries and I read about what happened. And I'll be like, hey, I remember that. So let's talk about these journals. My journals are more than just writing my issues. I do write a lot of my issues out. But I also use it as creative spaces where I can actually use stickers such as the Happy Planner stickers. I use those also to help me because they have some good quotes in them. They're colorful, they're pretty, it makes you want to be creative and all that. So I just love it. And so I have some books here that I thought I had a big one. I just had it. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness, it was a big book. Oh, here it is. So this is one of my journals. I don't know if you guys have an Office Depot in your area, but this is where I got my journal. So it's got a lot of stickers on it. You know, it's like a creative thing that I like to do. And I like it because it opens flat and I can write. So here's some more of my journaling, and I know you can't really see it well, but yeah, I like to journal. I don't really care what's written. I mean, I don't know if that's how I felt. So, but yeah, I like to just go through here. And sometimes I have my husband write me a note, or my son, and to kind of keep me going when I'm at work, because I work in a call center. It can be kind of down there. It could be very, very stressful. So when I look at this, I want to see a note from my husband or my son. It kind of helps out a lot. Also, they also have bullet journals, and I got this one at Aaron's Brothers. They no longer have that one. I think that they are now in Michael's. So bullet journaling is no lines, but it's just bullets. So it's kind of cool to use that one. And this one says brilliant ideas, and you just open it up. Instead of lines, they're just bullets where you can be more creative and you can just draw out things. In my journals, I also put affirmations, positive affirmations, and I can read you a few of my positive affirmations. So some of them are like I'm comfortable allowing my light to shine in all situations. I have everything to create my own opportunities. My self-talk is loving and supportive. I am happy with my growth in this moment. I am deserving of respect. I embrace the greatness within me. I allow my faith to steer me in the right direction. I accept all that I am with love. When you start to say those, you kind of start to believe it. And writing it down all the time, it helps even more. Like when you were a kid and you had to write sentences, you begin to start saying, I will follow directions. And you start following directions because you didn't want to write those. So yeah, that helps a lot. I also like journals that give you prompts. This one's called The Story of My Life. So when you open it up, it gives you questions, kind of help you. Like if you're stuck, what do I write about? I don't know what to write about. Here's a few examples. The most memorable family holiday was. You write it out. Describe your parents' parenting style. Tell a story that shows how much or how little freedom you had. Well, I can tell you as a kid, I would say it was kind of, when I was little, I didn't have much freedom, but when I became a teenager, I had a lot of freedom. So, yeah, I like those too. And some other fun ones that I like are these ones that give, it's like a funny little thing to it. Where'd it go? I'm just like losing everything. I can't find nothing. Okay, here we go. This one says, long story. You just put your long story on this side, and then you flip it over, a short story. And then this one goes, business in front. So if you didn't know, I am a photographer. I also like to do makeup. You want to put your business stuff here. And then there's a party in the back. You want to put other stuff here. Concert. We're going out to dinner. So it's a lot of things that you can do. I suggest visiting your local Hobby Lobby. If you have Joann's, Michael's, check out the Happy Planner brand. It's really, really good. It's healing. I love it. Pick you up a journal and start writing out your problems. It helps. When you get it out. Getting it out, it helps. Keeping it in makes it worse. So write out how you feel. Use it also to be creative and inspire yourself, because you only got you. My next coping skill is self-talk. Like I was saying, like, the affirmations, it helps me. Sometimes people are not always going to be available, and you're going to have to learn how to talk yourself back to that happy place. If you're in that dark hole, you have no hope, you have nothing. So sometimes it takes for you to breathe. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got this. I know I can do it. Kimmy, you got it. I got it. My husband gave me a bear, and it said, hug me whenever you feel down. So whenever I have my moments, I get that bear, and it's something that I can hold. It's something that's called grounding. You can hold it, something you can feel. You can hold it so that you won't do anything to yourself. Holding this bear, thinking of that moment your husband gave you something to remember that he loves you and he's there with you. Even though he may not be there at that time, you still have that thing that you can hold on to. And so journaling, self-talk, family and friends. Family and friends. So yeah, you have those family members or friends that are willing and they're always able to listen to you. Sometimes they may not be. Sometimes they're picky on the subject because they know other friends or they know your family member, and so they may be biased. So sometimes you may have to say, instead of let's talk about my problems, let's just go out and hang out. Let me get my mind off it. Hey, you want to go to the mall? Hey, let's go get something to eat. Get your mind off of it. Sometimes it always don't have to be, he did this to me and I hate it, and at work they're yelling at me on the phone and they call me a bad word and all this and all, so sometimes they get tired of hearing it too. And sometimes we have to learn how to be accountable and learn how to uplift ourselves and be our own cheerleader. Because at one point I put a lot of pressure on my husband to help me feel better. And now that I'm learning all these things, I can kind of help myself a little bit more now. All I have to do is open up this book and I can look at the pretty little stickers and I can read the pretty little words and look at my pretty little writing, and I'm like happy again. Or I can, like I said, self-talk. The next thing is YouTube. YouTube also is a very lovely distraction for me, especially when everyone is asleep and no one is available. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're crying because you're fat or you're hungry and you want to eat, or you got to go to work tomorrow and you don't want to go to work tomorrow because your supervisor is going to talk to you about your adherence and you don't want to hear about that. Yeah, I work at a call center. So yes, YouTube, clean with me videos. Oh my gosh, they're so therapeutic. Just listening to the water running, the vacuum is kind of like an ASMR type thing. So when you're listening, you hear the vacuum, the cleaning, the sound of the water, and you're knowing that they're wiping the bad away from something. It's like they're cleaning something up. It kind of makes you feel good. You see something bad and dirty, but at the end, it's like, wow, it's nice and clean. And also, I like to watch other feel good things on YouTube, such as Mr. Beast. He gives money all the time, and watching videos that have nothing to do with me, such as like gender reveals and marriage. I like watching marriages, weddings, because me and my husband are into photography and videography. We love to watch weddings. I know I do, because it makes you happy. It's like a happy moment. How can you be sad watching somebody get married? Unless you're not married, but that would hurt. But watching kids move into college, that's like fun. I'm like, oh, how are they gonna decorate it? That's like cool. I was like, hey, that's a good idea, and I can use some of those ideas also to decorate my own small little space too. And besides YouTube, music. That's like the number one thing. Listening, getting in your car, listening to your favorite music. I wouldn't listen to anything like really, really bad. Like if you are already upset, don't go listen to that song Tussle. I don't know if you know that song called Tussle. I'ma do something bad to you, cause you are and I see you in the club. Don't listen to that one, cause you're gonna go fight the person that you was thinking about. Nah, don't do that one. You're gonna have to listen to something else, like Go Be Happy, something, or Girls Just Want to Have Fun, some Cyndi Lauper. Go back to the 80s, something, feel good music. Music works every time. And reading. I know reading makes me sleepy, but reading also takes you away from, whatever it is that you're thinking about. I love to read a good book. You can also read online. I like to go online. I like Lipstick Alley. I know it's bad, but hey, reading about somebody else, ooh girl, ooh, you know. But reading helps. Shameless. Yes, Shameless on Showtime. When you see people, and you when you watch Shameless, you see your life is so well, because it's like, how can life get so bad? I mean, because when you watch Shameless, you're like, my God, my life is so good. So when I watch Shameless after an episode, I'm like, thank God, my life is good. And meditation, just getting in a quiet area. If you don't have the voices, I wouldn't suggest this just yet. If you have voices in your head, I wouldn't suggest a quiet yet. But meditation helps. Excuse me. Meditation helps. So if you get by yourself, breathe, light a candle, say some affirmations, pray, breathe, listen to some quiet music, breathe, have a glass of wine, breathe, just meditate. Just think about the good things. And what I can tell you is, while you're meditating, is to think of like grateful things, like be grateful when you're meditating, and that helps. Exercise, yes, walking helps, going to the gym helps, but girl is fat and I can only do so much, honey. So I mean, even if I have to get out there for 5 minutes and walk, I'll try. It works if it makes me feel good, because I'll stop thinking about that girl I was trying to fight, or that issue I had at work, or what my husband said about me, or what my friend said about me, and I start thinking about my back and how it hurt, and how I go need to take some aspirin and go lay down, and then I forgot all about it. But and my favorite coping, one of them is actually two. So I am a photographer, and I also do makeup. So I kind of put them together, because those two things require focus and creativity. You gotta do both for them to succeed. So you gotta be able to focus. You have to be able to be creative. And I find that when I am behind the lens, and I get to make someone else look more beautiful, or show them in a light that they don't see, it makes me feel really good. And then I can be creative with my angles and posing and my edits, and it's kind of cool. It makes me feel like, hey, I'm good at what I'm doing. And then makeup, I mean, gosh, you can do so much with playing with shadows and playing with all types of makeup and everything, and coloring on your face. I mean, it's like so therapeutic, and I really like it, because like I said, they both require focus and creativity, and those are the two things that are helping me fight my anxiety. And if I learn how to keep fighting my anxiety with focus and creativity, I believe that I will get through it. So in conclusion, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are suffering, if you're needing help, I'm going to pull up this number for you. If you feel like you don't want to be a part of this world, if you feel like you are a burden, you don't want to be here anymore, don't lie to yourself, because you need to be here. It's not time for you to go. You know why? Because you're still here. I used to tell myself, I don't want to be here. Why? What is it that I need to do? I'm here. Everybody talks about me. They call me fat. They call me this, my skin. All I do is eat McChickens, and I have to go to work and pretend I'm Miss Sunshine Glitter when I don't want to be. I mean, it gets tough. So all I want to do is just give you hope that you will get through this. Do not give up. Use these coping mechanisms. If you cannot do these, then you need to call the suicide hotline. And that number is 1-800-273-8255. And they're available every day. Trust me, I've called it many times. I've tried to cut myself. I've tried to lock myself in a car. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not saying that it's selfish, because suicide isn't selfish. It's just not fair. Because even though you think that people don't love you, they really do. They may not love you the way you want. They may not love you the way you want them to love you. And that's where I had the problem with. Because maybe people have different journeys and people communicate differently. And because the way I communicate is, oh, bubbly, 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 everybody's not bubbly. And I have to accept that. And I can't say like, oh, he's being mean or she's being mean, because that's just how they are. And they're not being mean. So I had to think about it. Most insurances won't pay for a funeral. And that means my family would have to bury me, and that's not fair. Thinking about my son, even though he's 25, he still may need me. He may not need me to change a diaper or to buy him some clothes, but he may have a time when he's having his own child, and he may need help too. And say, hey mom, what do I do? You know, my baby's crying. Your children are always going to need you no matter what. So my goal is I look forward to my grandchildren. I try to have a goal. I look forward to all of that. And I have to also take care of myself in the process. So it's going to be okay. Keep your head up, chin up, my dear. It's going to be okay. And just like what I do with makeup, I just blend it all away. Just blend it all away. And you guys have a great day. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Click the like button. Turn on your post notifications so that you can hear more about me. It may not be the sad stuff, but it may be the good stuff. It may be the good stuff. It might be the good stuff. So again, I will list some of the stores where I got my journals, and maybe I will take you guys along one day with me to Hobby Lobby so we can get some more happy planners. Anyway, you guys have a great one, and I'm gonna leave it with Morris Day. I forgot it. Okay, it says, I walk and shake my head. I'm cool till I'm dead. Enough has been said. Come on, baby, let's go to bed. All right, peace out, Lynch Chick.